Hey, what's up, everybody? Travis here after a long hiatus, and I can tell you that this is probably going to be a long video because I've had a ton of things happen since the last time I made a video and have a lot to update you on. So, it's a nice day out today, not too hot and humid. You probably hear my dogs in the background barking. Something's going on outside here. But, this is, having a cigar today. This is from the famous Smoke Shop line. This is their Honduran selection, the 5000. It's the Toro size. And quick note about these cigars, I've had a bundle for about a year now. I bought them last summer. And that's probably the fourth or fifth one I've had. Each one's been great. They've aged well, they've gotten smoother. Not that they're bad to begin with, but they've gotten smoother. They offer a lot of flavor. It's not overly complex, but a lot of flavor, which is nice, and effortless draw. So, for somewhere between $1 and $1.50 per stick, it's a pretty good price. So, okay, so things that are happening on in my life. First thing I'll talk about is the pipe stuff. So, back in late May, I went down to Springfield, Missouri to visit some friends, and whenever I'm in Springfield I try to make a trip to Just For Him, the smoke shop there. And I'll tell you the story of what happened there first, then show you the stuff I got. But it was hilarious because I was there sitting in the lounge having a cigar, talking with some of the guys there. I've gotten to know them a little bit over the years, and I noticed a guy walk in, and I thought, man, he looks really familiar. And it was Dave from the Oki Cigar and Pipe Smoker, and I had just subbed his channel like the day or two before. I had seen a couple of his videos, but just got to subbing his channel just not long before that. And I went up, and he's told this story on his channel, so you can see that video too. But I went up and asked him if he got anything good. He's like, "Oh yeah, everything's good here." I said, "Yeah, I know, I like it." And then I asked him, you do YouTube videos? I was 99% sure it was him, but it's always a little bit weird when he asks that kind of question. But anyway, he's like, "Yeah, I do." And I said, "Yeah, I thought I recognized you." And he said, "I'm Dale, a cigar smoker." And I said, "Hey, I'm Travis. I'm the Kim Wiz on YouTube." So I think he's found my channel and everything, or had seen some videos. So it's always cool. It's a small world. What are the odds that the hour and a half I was there on that day, he was also there that day in that same time frame? Because I think he was just stopping by to pick up some things and head out. So I thought that was really cool. So it's nice to meet you, and hopefully we'll get to meet up again sometime. Alright, so here's the stuff I got. A few things I'm very excited about trying, and then a few things I know a little bit about. So this is some Black Magic Woman, Skeletal Piper. I talked highly about that, and Oki had confirmed that when I was there, so I picked up a few ounces of that. Got some Dark Navy Flake. I think this is, well, I mean, it's exactly what it says. It's a Dark Navy Flake, but it's a slightly moist Virginia flake with, if it has any latakia in it, it's not very much. It's not very strong. But this is definitely some kind of topping. So, got that. I got some Blue Balls, which just is hilariously smelling. It just smells like blueberry candy. And I got it for that reason. It's to smoke around other people, smoke around outside, especially with 4th of July stuff coming up. And I try not to offend people, so if I'm nearby, I try to have a nice smelling tobacco. Alright. And let's see, I picked up something called Magic Flute, and I'm trying to remember how do I describe this. It's another aromatic, Just For Him. It smells like, just smells creamy. Maybe just a little bit of fruit, but a very vanilla, like a vanilla pudding pie type creamy. Not like vanilla cream by McBaron's. It's more of like a custardy type smell. I guess is how I describe it. Alright, and I think that's it for bulk tobaccos. I picked up a couple of tins. Butera's Royal Vintage Latakia No. 1. And this tin is from, if I understand the markings right, it's from 2008. So it's an older tin. It says a hearty mixture of generous amounts of mountain-grade Cyprian Latakia blended with ample portions of Turkish Basma, bright North Carolina and rich red flue-cured Virginia, blah blah blah. But I'm excited because I've liked every tobacco I've tried that has Basma in it, but I haven't tried that many. So then I got a tin of McClelland's Royal Cajun Ebony. Right. It's a black, smooth, sweet, smoky, and absolutely rich blend of Virginia and Kentucky. Right? So it has a Perique-style processing, but it doesn't say specifically that it has Perique. This is also a tin from 2008, if I understand McClelland's and Butera's labeling. And those are only 2 tins of tobacco I picked up. Then I also picked up 3 cigars. I smoked a Nat Sherman Timeless while I was there. And then I also picked up a Tatuaje Tattoo. Became highly recommended by a couple of guys there. And then a Camacho Torpedo. And I really liked the band on this. Has the scorpion there, which I think is pretty cool. I don't usually buy things just because they look cool. I try to make sure they're going to be something that tastes good. So, that's it for cigars. And then I also picked up a tin of, this is not tobacco related, but a tin of pomade. I got to start using this stuff instead of gel, because I hate gel. It just bites. But this stuff, it smells good, it smells clean, makes me feel a little bit nostalgic. I just feel more manly using it, I guess, if that makes sense. Also, my drink of choice is Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float. I guess for a limited time it's available. It's a little bit disappointing. It's kind of weak on the Dr. Pepper flavor and weak on the Vanilla Float flavor, but that's alright. Okay, so those are the tobaccos I picked up at Just For Him. Had a great time there. More about that trip down to Springfield later. And I want to show you a couple of pipes I've been working on. It's a couple of new pipes that I just finished. I haven't named them. I have nothing to say about them particularly, except I enjoyed making them and I have fun doing it. So here's one. It's a poker sitter pipe that kind of flared the shank a little bit. And then I had this gargantuan stem that I purchased. I didn't realize it was going to be this big. Didn't really know what to do with it, but put together a pipe with it. I was really happy with the way it came out. I tried a new rustication method that I'm happy with, too. Left a little, not imperfection, but kind of burl in the wood there. I didn't trim that off. I kind of like that. So it sits well. It looks like it would be kind of a heavy chunk, but it's not too bad at all. I think this bigger stem helps the size of block quite a bit. So that's one pipe. And then the other one is, oh, there it is. This is a pipe that I was inspired to make after talking with Amber at AGS Mom at the Chicago Pipe Show back in early May. She was looking for an Eskimo pipe. And if you haven't heard of an Eskimo pipe, it's kind of like a very, very squat Rhodesian. And then I'll show you why it's called an Eskimo pipe. But here it is. Right, so we have this kind of squat Rhodesian, rusticated in the lower half, and then the top is smooth. And it has a clear stem, which I kind of like. It's kind of cool. There's definitely some imperfections in this pipe. I'm not super happy with it, but it has some things I like. But the reason why these are called Eskimo pipes are that when you turn and look at them like this, I think it's supposed to look like an Eskimo, where this is the hood, and the face, and then the body down to the feet. So that's the Eskimo pipe. So I haven't smoked either one. Don't know if I'm going to, when I'm going to, give them away, or what I'm going to do, but I thought I'd update you with that. So that's kind of tobacco updates. Sorry, I know this video is really long, but I just unfortunately don't have time in my life right now to make multiple videos. Maybe I'll split them into two when I load them. So if I were to split them, here's where I split. Okay, if I didn't split them, here's the start of the new video, or start of the second half of this video. The other thing that's been happening, when I was down in Springfield, the reason I was down there is because passing through Springfield, I stopped in Marshall, Missouri, which is a little bit north of Sedalia, and completed about my 5th interview of this season. And I interviewed at Missouri Valley College and ended up accepting a job there, which is super exciting. Very excited about that. But that just turned my and my wife's lives upside down. So we have been kind of going gangbusters since June 2nd of getting our house ready to sell. Looking for a house in Missouri to purchase. So we've been working. I won't show you the whole house or take you through a tour or anything unless people really want it, and then I could. But we repaired the carport, put in a whole new ceiling and walls in the carport, put in a brand new front door and storm door in the front, put in a new shower in the basement, painted the basement, painted upstairs, everything except for a couple bedrooms, put in a new sink in the bathroom, painted the entire exterior of the house. Yeah, I think that feels like enough there, but so I've been very busy with that. I had a few friends and family come up and help, which was great. Had great weather for about a week and a half for painting outside, so that turned out great. So things have, for the amount of stuff we're taking on, things have gone pretty smooth, so no complaints there. And then we put our house up for sale. And there's actually a couple that wanted to look at it before we even put it up for sale. So the day before we listed it, we already knew we were going to have people looking at it. So they looked at it, and we've had another couple look at it, and we're kind of seeing where that goes right now, which is very exciting. And then this weekend, I was down in Marshall, Missouri, met with the realtor there, and looked at houses. And my wife went up to Canada for a week to help our friends who own the fishing lodge up there. And then she's coming back this week so that her and I can go down next week and look at houses again, kind of re-look at some that I thought looked nice, and maybe a few more, and then hopefully feel happy about one where we can make an offer. Excuse me. Where we can make an offer. So that's just that is the super fast rundown of everything that's happened, and I feel like this is about the first time in a month where I've been able to kind of sit and relax for a second, because I'm also teaching this summer, which great for financial reasons, but not great for stress reasons. I'm trying to keep everything together at the same time. So I just got done grading some exams and need to do a little bit of prep for tomorrow, among many other things that's going on. So it's just been super busy. I know everyone's busy, so I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I did want to give a reason for why I haven't been around and haven't really been commenting on much. I really haven't been watching a whole lot, just here and there when I have a chance. But very excited. It's very exciting. We're kind of past that point of fear, I think, and angst, and we're definitely more towards the excitement part. I think we'll feel a lot better when we find a house down in Missouri that we're excited about moving into, and getting that all we've gotten the process started, but it's another process once you first make an offer on a house. If you've ever purchased a house before, there can be a lot of stress, there can be a lot of back and forth negotiating. I'm not big into that. So hopefully we'll find one that we like, and one that the seller wants to get rid of, and we'll come to a quick agreement, I hope. But anyway, Hope you guys are doing well too. I'm sure there's tons of things that I'm forgetting, but I wanted to kind of come and dump all this real quick at you. I know that it's going to be another busy month and a half before we get down there, and on top of all of this, I also need to be preparing my class for the fall semester down in Missouri. So I've been working on that kind of in the background. But it's going along well. I'm excited about it. Really excited about it. Really happy about having a more permanent job. I've enjoyed my time here at Iowa. I've enjoyed working at the University of Iowa, but I'm excited about looking for something, or starting somewhere where it's a little more permanent. It's really hard to feel comfortable being on these year-to-year, 1 year at a time contracts, and never knowing the next year if it's going to be available or not. So we've been looking for a wife, looking for a job for my wife. So that's added stress as well. But like I said, overall we're excited about it. We really like each other, so it seems like any adventure we have is fun. Even if it's not fun, every little split second, when we think back over it, or when we can kind of reflect on it, we enjoy it. And I hate to get in a rut. I hate to get we enjoy routine, but I don't want to be a rut person. I don't want to be someone who's so scared of change they never takes chances. So this is going to be a little bit of a risk, but I think we'll have fun. We're going to be closer to family, which we're both excited about. Closer to most of our friends. We have a good set of friends that live about 3.5 hours away now. From our new location, they'll probably be about 4.5 hours, but not too bad. Definitely within driving distance still. So. Next on my list is to pack up all my pipe stuff, because I've been told that maybe people looking at the house don't want to see smoking paraphernalia, may not feel as comfortable thinking that the house has been smoked in, which I barely have smoked in the house, so you'd never know it if you walked in. But anyway, I'm going to get that all packed up, safely put away so they're ready to move, and that's an ongoing process too, packing up, being ready to move. So yeah, so this may be my last video from this location. We'll see. And next time you see me, it might be a video from a new house, I hope. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Good luck with all of the pursuits you guys are having, and especially over the summer months, and whether it's home remodeling or reconstruction or vacation or just life as you know it. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys again another time. See ya.